This is Johnston in 2.2.4.9, configuring switch port security. So we're going to go ahead and go into our switch here. And in here, we're going to log in. We're going to do enable, configure terminal, and our next thing we're going to do is we're going to do the interface of ranges FA0-1 through 2, so the first 2 ports, and then we're going to do switch port, and then port security, and then we're going to do port security maximum 1. And what that does is restrict only one computer to that port. And then what we're going to end up doing is we're going to get the MAC address of these computers and put them in there. And then we're going to put sticky in there, so it's going to save that MAC address. And then the next step is going to be to make sure that only the MAC address can be used on this VLAN on the switch. So this port will be restricted to only that MAC address. Alright, and now we're going to go ahead and shut down our other interfaces here too. And then we're typing the word shut, and that shuts them all down, as it says right here, administratively down. And you can say no shut to turn one on. So right now, if we go ahead and ping PC1 to PC2, so we're going to ping 10.10.10.11, it'll be successful. It's going from this one to that one. And each one of these ports are only configured one to one PC and the other one to the second PC, and everything else is shut down. And I will go ahead and show you that it's actually shut down here in 1 second. But I want to first make sure that our configuration is correct. So we'll do show run, and here you'll see our commands in here for each one of our ports. It saved each one of the MAC addresses and it restricts them. Everything else is shut down, as you see. And we have no passwords or anything on our ports here. So let's go ahead and we'll hook up our rogue computer here. So I'm a little hacker trying to get in. I got into the building and now I'm going to hook right to the router and see if I can get in and see there's no access. It's completely shut down to any extra laptops. Now what we're going to end up doing is we're like, hey, if we can't access it that way, let's access it another way. So I'm going to be a little smart hacker here, and I'm going to see what I can do. So basically, I'm going to hook it to that port the other computer is hooked up to. Give it a second to hook up. Boom, it looks like it's green. Hey, look, I'm in. Let me see what I can do. So let's see if we can ping from here to PC1. Let's go ping 10.10.10.10. As you notice, because this one port only works with that one MAC address, it won't go through. But let's say if for some reason we didn't shut down that port. So let's go ahead and hook this to port number 3, where it's right now shut down. And let's go ahead and enable that. So let's go to conft, and let's go to interface FA0/3, and let's go ahead and do no shut. And press enter. As you notice, it's connecting. Now if I'm this rogue PC and I'm like, ooh, look, they didn't shut down this port. You'll notice it can connect to the other computer and steal valuable information from your company. So it's very important to do this and to shut down any ports you don't use. So let's go ahead and put this to number 2 there, and it's back to the PC here. Fast forward time just a little bit there. And let's go ahead and test our network and see if that MAC address is still working. It still recognizes that PC. So let's go ahead and ping 10.10.10.10 for PC1. And you'll notice it connects because the switch recognizes only that MAC address from that one computer.